name is Oliver. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the return of Assyria. Do you remember reading about Shamshiadad, the Assyrian king who won the whole world? He led his armies out to conquer cities around him and build an empire, Assyrian empire. But then they fought the Babylonians. The Assyrians lost. They became part of the Babylon's empire and had to obey the king of Babylon. But all the time we're thinking, one day we'll be free and we'll try to conquer the world again. Finally, that day came. The Assyrians rebelled against the masters, the Babylonians. They dug canals through the city of Babylon and flooded with water, washing the city away. And then they started out to rebuild their empire. We're like an evil rain that washes its enemies away, they boast. They're like a net and tangles of feet who fight against us. The Assyrians raged up and down the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, taking over every city in their path. They stamped over Canaan and scattered like Israelites like dust. The Israelites were never allowed to return back to their own land again. They marched out to Asia Minor and forced the people there to obey them. And one of the greatest Assyrian kings of all, Ashurbanipal, led his soldiers all the way down to Egypt and took it over. Even the mighty parents of Egypt had to obey Assyria. Ashurbanipal became king of Assyria around 668 BC or BCE. He terrified his armies. For fun, he went on lion hunts, chasing the lions down to a horseback and shooting arrows at them. And when he led soldiers into battle, he fought on the angry lion himself. With Ashurbanipal leading them, the Assyrians were most impossible to beat. Why they're so hard to conquer? The Assyrian soldiers fought in pairs. One man would hold a shield made out of a basket tied with leather. The other would shoot arrows from behind the shield. These basket shields were very light, but they keep arrows and spear points out. The Assyrians would put their basket shields side by side and march towards their enemies like a moving wall, with the arrows spitting out behind it. Soon, the only way to escape the invading Assyrians was to hide in the city with strong brick or stone walls. But Ashurbanipal, the king was a strong lion, knew how to get over city walls. First, he ordered his soldiers to build a ramp out of dirt. They held buckets out of earth up to a city wall, holding their basket shields over their heads to protect themselves. They dumped the earth into a heap against the wall and went back for more. Slowly, the heap grew larger and larger until it reached all the way to the top of the wall. Then Ashurbanipal commanded his men to build a siege tower, a wooden tower on wheels. The soldiers pushed the towers up the ramp toward the city walls. On top of the tower, Assyrian archers fired arrows into the city. A battering ram jumped out of the tower's front. The soldiers pushed it right into the wall, breaking up the brick and stone. Soon, a section of the wall tottered and fell. The Assyrian army poured through the gap into the city. Another city had fallen to Ashurbanipal and his army. Ashurbanipal was cruel and ruthless to the cities of the conquered. He burned houses, smashed walls, and killed anyone who tried to disobey him. He scattered salt in their fields, poisoned the land so no crops would grow. He took captured people off to be slaves and never let them go home again. Most city was too frightened to resist Ashurbanipal for long. They agreed to become part of the Assyrian Empire and to pay part of their money of the Assyrian king. Ashurbanipal became very rich. He ruled the biggest empire that the world had ever seen. But all across Assyria, people hated him. The cities conquered by Ashurbanipal obeyed him because they were afraid, but all the time were hoped that Assyria would soon collapse. When we finally hear news of his destruction, one conquered man wrote, "We clap our hands with joy, and no one will cry over you." Thank you for your attention.